Here are some mind-blowing moments that were actually caught on camera. Let's dive straight into the first one. It was the day Rosemary do Nascimento Silva had been waiting for her whole life. She'd always dreamed of making a big, unforgettable surprise entrance on her wedding day. And now that moment had finally come. To surprise her fiancé, she hired a helicopter to fly her straight to the venue just outside São Paulo. It was all meant to be magical. But what no one knew was that this special day was about to take a turn, and the dream Rosemary had held on to for so long wouldn't end the way she hoped. Everything seemed to be going perfect. Rosemary, her brother, the pilot, and a photographer, who was 6 months pregnant, boarded the helicopter full of excitement and cheer. Rosemary couldn't stop smiling. As the helicopter lifted off, the photographer set the camera to record every single moment. Everyone was in high spirits, imagining how unforgettable this entrance was going to be. The photographer captured all of the reactions and the cinematic views. But just as they were only about 2 kilometers away from the venue, flying over a stretch of jungle and surrounded by a thick layer of fog, things suddenly changed. Without warning, the helicopter started acting strange. It started shaking vigorously, and within a moment everything went dark, and it was all captured on camera. Watch. The helicopter that was meant to land with cheers and celebration instead crashed, leaving behind heartbreak and shock. Tragically, none of them survived. The bride never got to say "I do," her brother never got to walk her down the aisle, and the photographer, who had come to capture the happiest day of her life, never got to take a single photo at the ceremony. It's a harsh reminder that even on days when you least expect it, things can quickly spiral into a horrific and unfortunately deadly turn. It's mind-blowing that her special day ended this way, and that we all witnessed it unfold right on our screens. But what may be even more shocking is what you're about to see in the next video. In Yuba City, California, a dashcam captures the moment as Lily Peterson rides with her husband Michael and their 2 children.
Probably why my feet are cramping right now.
We were just leaving our daughter's house. She lives in that area. I travel that road a lot, every day.
It's just a typical family drive, full of casual conversation, until suddenly, everything changes.
I hope they wash my truck tomorrow. Oh my God. 911, 911.
Out of nowhere, a car comes flying through the air, soaring between power lines before crashing down, bumper first.
911, 911.
When I saw it, I automatically just screamed. I thought at first it was a rocket because I couldn't tell since I wear glasses.
Maybe nobody was in there.
Oh my God, Mike, can you just back up a little bit?
Well, honey, just hold on.
Get out of
You're not gonna be able to do much.
Get out of the way, please. My biggest fear was that that car was going to explode.
Stop it,
Yes,
Carlos.
we are on the onstart ramp on Yuba City, and there was a car that fell off the highway.
It didn't fall off. It jumped the whole road. Everything
starts to move like it seems slower, and your thought process is not the same. Because in my whole entire life, I had never seen something like that. It was very difficult for me to find the phone, to dial 911, to remember what the name of the street was, what had happened.
Landing directly in front of their vehicle. As Lily stays on the line with 911,
Hold on. Stop it. I'm afraid to go over there, but...
Michael gathers the courage to approach the wreckage, unsure and terrified of what he might find.
Unstart Road.
Okay, what's the description of the vehicle?
It's a white car, I think, that's on fire.
When he peers inside, he sees the driver, a 26-year-old woman, miraculously conscious and apparently suffering only minor injuries. She's quickly transported to a nearby hospital. Investigators later determined that she had lost control of her car after being involved in a hit-and-run on the adjacent highway. Her vehicle had launched up an overpass, sending it airborne.
I can't imagine someone driving that fast to hit that ramp, go flying over the bridge, and the impact falling on the other side of the road where we were at.
Needless to say, the experience left a lasting impact on Lily, Michael, and their children. And it's understandable that experiencing something almost no one ever does can leave a lasting impression. That will also be the case for Faisal in the next video. This chilling and unexplainable video was captured by Faisal, a 78-year-old adventurer with a profound love for the great outdoors. On his YouTube channel, Voyager Overland, Faisal shares breathtaking footage of his journeys, showcasing some of the most stunning and remote places in nature. Known for documenting the beauty of the wilderness to share with his audience, this time, Faisal captured something that he would never forget.
So Gene and I are out on yet another adventure. And last time we were out, I caught some footage that, quite frankly, has me a little spooked. And I haven't quite decided if I want to show it yet. Now, it's not the first time that I catch something in the background while we're recording, like a deer that we didn't notice, or some hikers that we didn't see while we were busy winching the Jeeps out of a mud hole or something. But this was different. Now, I don't understand what I saw, and I can't explain it. So if you have seen anything like it, please feel free to let me know what you think.
It was a sunny day on October 26, 2024, when Faisal, his wife Jean, and their two grandkids set out on yet another adventure. Their destination? Ruby Falls, nestled in the breathtaking Alberta Rockies. They eventually set up camp, pitching their tents and settling in for the night. But before fully settling in, he decided to set up a trail camera.
Putting out a trail cam at night, hoping to catch some wildlife around camp while we're sleeping. And with my granddaughter, who just loves wildlife, how cool could it be if I could show her some night pictures of what's walking around at night while we're sleeping? Now, I must admit, I haven't had any luck so far. I've put out the camera many times and never captured any footage. But tonight was different.
Faisal decided to set up his night vision camera, hoping to capture some wildlife footage for his granddaughter. Little did he know, he was about to record something far more terrifying and unsettling. Let's have a look at it. The camera captured a ghostly figure with glowing eyes that pierced through the darkness. The figure appeared to wander around their campsite, but what made it even more chilling was that, upon noticing the camera, it approached, its face coming fully into view. The next morning, Faisal was shocked by what the trail camera had captured. He had no rational explanation for the eerie figure, and the footage left him feeling deeply uneasy. He told his viewers he chose not to show the video to his grandkids. It was simply too terrifying to watch. When Faisal uploaded the video to his YouTube channel, it went viral almost instantly, sparking debate and speculation. No one has been able to definitively explain what was captured, only deepening the mystery. But if you thought this was disturbing, then prepare yourself for this next terrifying video. The Reno air races were known for speed, noise, and spectacle, a place where aviation history came alive just feet above the desert floor. For many fans, it was the closest thing to watching flight pushed to its absolute limits. But behind that excitement was a constant, unspoken understanding. This was a sport where there was very little room for error. One of the most familiar faces at Reno was Jimmy Leeward. He wasn't just a competitor. Jimmy was a veteran air racer, a Hollywood stunt pilot, and a respected figure in aviation circles. He had flown hundreds of aircraft and competed at Reno multiple times. Over the years, racing had become more than a hobby. It was part of who he was. One plane in particular meant everything to him, a modified P-51 Mustang known as the Galloping Ghost. Jimmy had raced it before, but as competition grew faster and more aggressive, simply showing up wasn't enough anymore. To stay competitive, he began making changes, not reckless ones in his mind, but gradual adjustments aimed at squeezing out more speed. Shorter wings to reduce drag, a streamlined body, weight shifted to improve performance. Each modification was meant to keep him in the race, and for a while, it worked. The Galloping Ghost quickly became one of the fastest aircraft on the course, but that speed came at a cost. Each modification made the plane more sensitive at extreme speeds, pushing key components beyond their original limits. Jimmy was an experienced pilot, not an engineer, and many of the changes relied on instinct rather than full analysis. More troubling was what went unchecked. Despite the extensive modifications, no thorough inspections were carried out. Critical parts went unexamined for years, and test flights were limited to low speeds, far below the conditions the aircraft would face in competition. By the time the 2011 Reno air races began, Jimmy had entered the Galloping Ghost once again. During qualifying, the plane exceeded 500 miles per hour, immediately drawing attention. To spectators, it was breathtaking. To the aircraft itself, it was overwhelming. On September 16th, thousands of people filled the grandstands as Jimmy entered the gold heat, flying among the fastest planes in the world. Mid-race, the strain on the airframe became visible. Parts of the aircraft began to warp under stress, though no one on the ground fully understood how close it was to failure. As Jimmy moved to pass another racer, turbulence triggered a catastrophic break. A weakened trim tab tore away from the aircraft. In an instant, the plane pitched violently upward, subjecting Jimmy to forces strong enough to knock him unconscious. With no pilot input, the Galloping Ghost flipped, spiraled, and plunged toward the crowd. And that was all captured on camera.
Oh my God!
I can't believe that.
My God!
My God.
God!
Please stay where you are.
Oh
We've got emergency. We have emergency crews. Please stay where you are, folks.
See, puppy.
Please stay where you are.
Fuck.
Okay? You okay? You all right? Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, folks. Please stay where you are. We've got emergency. We have emergency crews. Please stay where you are, folks. Please stay where you are.
Oh, crap! Oh, Jesus! God damn! Oh, Jesus!
The impact was devastating. Jimmy was killed instantly. Debris tore through the spectator area, leaving 11 people dead and dozens more injured. It was a moment that shocked not just aviation fans, but the entire country. Investigators later discovered just how fragile the aircraft had become. One critical component involved in the failure still carried paint from a 1980s repaint, evidence it hadn't been replaced in over 25 years. The findings pointed not to a single mistake, but to a chain of oversights, aggressive modifications, aging parts, missing inspections, and a system that allowed it all to go unnoticed. The aftermath forced air racing to change. Safety rules were tightened. Inspections became mandatory. Crowd distances increased. The sport continued, but under a very different set of expectations. What happened that day wasn't just a technical failure. It was the result of passion, ambition, and a desire to keep pushing forward until there was nowhere left to go. And for those watching from the stands and those who never made it home, the cost was immeasurable. It's heartbreaking to see how disaster can strike when you least expect it, but where you'd expect it least of all is in the comfort of your own home. And that's exactly what happens in the following video. In early March of 2025, a woman named Jeanette moved into a new apartment. She had just gotten the keys and was filming the whole moving process for fun, just little clips here and there for her followers. But not long after settling in, something really strange happened. While filming one of those clips, Jeanette accidentally captures something she never expected.
Can I help you?
Remember? With friends?
No, I don't remember. Please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment.
A man suddenly walks into her apartment. Jeanette doesn't recognize him, and it seems like he just wandered in after noticing the door was left unlocked. Now, we don't know if police ended up catching him, but that's not even the part viewers are talking about. What really caught people off guard is what happens right before the man enters the apartment. If you look closely, the door appears to open on its own, right as Jeanette is walking toward it. She didn't even notice this until later, when her viewers pointed it out in the comments.
Okay, update. I'm just as confused as you guys are. I have no idea what happened. All I know is whatever happened, I'm grateful to whatever opened this door, because if this didn't open, I don't know, some things probably would have happened.
She manages to get out safely and goes to get help. But then, just a few nights later, something even more unsettling happens. This time, Jeanette is filming a lighthearted video with her cat when things take a disturbing turn. catches something odd on the bed right behind her. A visible indentation starts forming on the mattress, almost like someone just sat down, even though no one is there. A few seconds later, another imprint appears, right next to the first one. That's when Jeanette realizes what's happening and quietly backs away into the corner of the room. The video keeps rolling, and from where she's standing, you can barely make out what's happening on the bed. But there's a moment where a small, dark shape, or maybe just a shadow, seems to appear for a second. Jeanette's completely freaked out and calls the police. She ends up spending the night at her neighbor's place with her cat. Police did find the man from earlier, who had apparently run off after the first break-in, but they had no explanation for what the camera caught inside the apartment. And as strange as it all is, this wouldn't be the first time someone's experienced something like this during a break-in, which kind of leaves the big question: what exactly is going on in Jeanette's new place? And why does something unexplainable seem to happen every time someone tries to get in? She's still posting videos about her move, and luckily, there haven't been any more intrusions since then. Did you find this disturbing already? Then have a look at this next horrifying video. Tim and Dennis, the creators behind the YouTube channel Nervy Paranormal, ventured deep into the cold, silent corridors of the long-abandoned Okeson estate. Equipped with a cutting-edge microphone, a spirit box, and a high-powered flash, their mission was simple, but far from safe: to summon and document whatever still lingers in the shadows. They pushed the limits of fear and technology, hoping to draw the unseen into the light and come face to face with whatever might be waiting in the dark.
Пойти на заброшку. Заброшка Зайца Окесона, мы уже там были. Кто не смотрел, посмотрите наши предыдущие видео у нас на канале. Сегодня мы хотим попробовать наш новый микрофон. Он как бы улавливает лучше звуки, ну, все тонкие звуки. И также мы пройдемся по этой заброшке со вспышкой, чтобы попытаться увидеть саму сущность, ну, визуально. В общем, как-то так. И также проведем еще сеанс ЭГФ. Погнали!
As Tim's voice cuts through the silence, who intended to go inside at midnight, as soon as they got inside, they come across something small and lifeless on the floor.
Мы последний раз внизу связывались.
Давай тогда разместимся где-нибудь сейчас.
Угу. Что?
Ты ее не ложил-то?
Нет еще.
Его тут не было?
Не было. Блин, ты рукой показал, увидел я его и вообще.
Здесь есть кто-нибудь? Его нету.
Не, есть возможность, что приезжал кто-то еще, помимо нас.
A creepy teddy bear lay on the stairs. A cold chill ran down their spines as they realized this might be just the beginning of a terrifying night.
Мы решили применить наш новый спиритбокс, дабы узнать, есть ли здесь паранормальная сущность, выйдет ли она с нами на связь. И также мы применим вспышку фотоаппарата, чтобы увидеть, если здесь есть сущность, чтобы увидеть ее визуально. В общем, если все это у нас не получится и с нами никто не выйдет на контакт, мы будем применять наш свисток смерти. Пробуем?
Давай. Так, я свет сделаю поменьше.
As they walked in with curious and small steps, they got the first sign.
Кто ты?
A loud sound, almost like something was speaking to them, came from the spirit box. Shocked, they decided to dig deeper, trying to communicate with whatever was out there.
Huh? Сделал вспышку. Будто что-то белое такое. Это возможно могут. Они в разнобой были. И шум, наверное, такой. Что это было, блин?
The chairs moved as if moved by an unseen force. Tim and Dennis stood still, bracing themselves, ready to face the unexpected and whatever else was yet to come.
Кого казнили? Я не ухожу, я здесь. В смысле, он говорит, не уходи, Денис, а наоборот уходить. Сейчас надо узнать, кто. Скажи, кто ты? И где кого казнили?
The spirit box continued picking up strange noises that seemed to grow louder with each passing second. Dennis kept flashing the light. The thought of being deceived created the doubt in Tim's mind, thinking if they should leave or continue digging on whatever was lurking around the darkness of these walls. But Dennis wasn't ready to give up until something happened that shook him to his core.
Huh? Надо уходить, блин.
A sudden, unnatural force shattered the table. It was a clear sign that their presence had provoked something that should have never been disturbed. As Tim and Dennis decided to leave, they soon realized escape was not an option. Something far more chilling was waiting downstairs.
Смотри. Валь. Не грузись, куда? Давай туда. Давай сюда. Бля, куда, Денис?
The doors slammed open on their own, trapping them inside. With no way out, Tim and Dennis decided to try escaping from the rooftop. But once they reached the top, they realized the drop was too high. Panic began to set in.
Стой. Я подумал, может он этого и хочет. В принципе, он нам вреда никакого не приносит, физического. Только пугает. Но заставляет, как бы, паниковать. И...
Типа, ты имеешь в виду подталкивать нас на это?
Да.
На опасный риск?
Да.
Слушай, а мы его тут не сможем просто посмотреть?
Я не помню. Мы тебя не боимся.
Включайся, давай. Сейчас выберем туалет.
В общем, друзья, мы ушли с этой усадьбы. Хотели слезть по крыше, но по крыше не получилось, потому что, во-первых, там крыша была скользкая, а труба слишком уже шаталась. В общем, ушли мы с этой усадьбы, поняли, что это никакой не дух, это, скорее всего, Poltergeist, потому что на поставленные вопросы нами он конкретно нам ничего не ответил. И также вот все вот это движение предметов, это все делает Poltergeist.
Tim believed it couldn't harm them directly, but it could manipulate them into harming themselves, pushing them to do things they normally wouldn't. Not many people would have had the clarity to think that way. In such a moment, Dennis agreed with him. Together, they made the difficult choice to go back in and face whatever was lurking inside. And this time, by some stroke of luck or sheer will, they managed to escape. As you saw, they clearly came into contact with something otherworldly. But as unsettling as that may be, it's nothing compared to what people with disturbed minds are capable of. Take a look at the next video. Darkness can be found anywhere online, even in places designed to look harmless. Travel vlogs, for example, are often comforting escapes. Beaches, local food, culture, adventure. But every now and then, a channel appears that uses the idea of travel as a disguise for something else entirely. One of these channels belongs to a man named Seem, who runs the YouTube page Pro-Life Traveler. According to him, he left behind his European life to live in the Philippines, meeting locals, experiencing culture, and living freely on the road. At a glance, it looks like any other travel channel. Beautiful beaches, busy markets, friendly strangers. But a closer look at his video titles reveals something entirely different, a pattern that has alarmed thousands of viewers. Titles like, "She Didn't Mean To, But My Pants Almost Came Off," $17 for an hour with her, "You Won't Believe What's Possible in Bacolod City," and one of the most disturbing of all, "She Just Turned 18 and Ready to Mingle with Foreigner." It's this last video that I will show some clips from first, as it is one of many that expose how dark this channel truly is. From the start, Seem presents himself as a friendly traveler exploring the Philippines.
We are in Tanai City. Hello, miss, kamusta ka? Hi. Miss, do you know where I can cut my nails? Do you know some good place?
There's a nail salon right. You just take 2 blocks. You will see like a residential hotel, and then just take a right.
But what about in public marketplace?
Oh yeah, there is, but I'm not sure if it saves the hygiene.
Oh really?
I mean, so. But if you just need to cut your nails,
then it's I think it's okay.
It's pretty much fine.
Thank you, miss. Ayo, kamusta mo? Hello, miss. Then where the hell is the food? Hello, miss. Hello. Where's the food? Food. Food.
What?
Food. Food. Where?
Food. Yeah.
Where is it? Hello. Kamusta mo?
But the behavior captured on camera tells a much more troubling story, and it gets worse with every minute.
Are you still single?
Yes, I'm ready to mingle.
Ready to mingle?
Yeah, joking.
So you are a chef also?
Yes, but my sister cooked that.
Okay. You look very beautiful, as always.
Where are you going?
I just came here. I did manicure.
Where?
Levi's. Yeah, look how beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this. Let me see your fingernails.
Yeah, it's very dirty.
It's good. Where's your sister?
Inside.
Oh, she's the one. Well, why you don't have a boyfriend? Why you don't have a boyfriend?
I don't like
I don't like to enter a relationship.
Why? But do you want to have a foreigner boyfriend?
Yes.
Really?
Joke.
Yeah. You are such a good girl. You are such a good girl. You deserve a good man.
Yes.
Yeah. Them you cooking, cleaning.
In the video, he approaches a young local woman who he claims has just turned 18. What follows is not cultural appreciation, but a man acting like he's friendly, but meanwhile openly objectifying her, sexualizing their interaction, and framing her youth as a selling point for his audience.
You said you read the comments. What people said bad about you?
They think I'm a gold digger.
Bye-bye. What the hell was that?
But you don't like to eat.
I'm full. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Nice to see you. One day. One day. So guys, we're gonna go check back to the banana village. Let's say hello to the friends. Hello. ¿Cómo está? Oh, you look so beautiful. You look very guapa. No, you look very good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
How about you? I'm okay also.
God, you're so handsome and tall.
Oh, thank you, miss. You are also very guapa. Very guapa. Oh, wow. Hello, ¿cómo está acá? How old are you?
Oh, mama.
Are you twins? Are these your children? These are your children?
There. At the back.
So you have a negosyo?
Yeah, small.
Kamai negosyo? But do you also live here?
Huh?
You live here upstairs, right?
Yeah.
You have a cute house. Are you single?
No.
Where's your boyfriend?
Husband is yeah.
Oh, upstairs. Okay. How are you? What?
You want some fresh book or
Fresh book? Yeah, sure. Let's do this. Let's do it. I think I will start going back to the Tumakete. Then I will be exactly home by 6, and Selina will be very, very happy. It's 55. Almost. I don't know how many minutes, but that's how much it takes to drive from Tanhai to Tumakete. ¿Cómo está acá?
come home.
How are you?
I'm good.
Are you happy I came exactly?
Yeah, of course. If you promise, huh?
You can my little payut. 1, 2, 3. Come here. Little pata. Look at this. Look at this. That's my baby boy. That's a big bully. He's gonna be a big bully.
Why bully?
He's gonna kick all the Filipino boy ass.
Throughout the video, Seem makes comments that are on the edge of inappropriate. But of course, this isn't the only video he shared on his channel. In this next one, things got even worse, as he treated them like products rather than people.
Ayo, Maina Poon, kumusta mo? Are you shy? Shy on the camera. Last time I was over there, there was one whole Otsa came to me right away, tried to offer her services. She was quite young, 24 years old, and she charged 1,500 pesos. Hey, how are you? Kumusta mo? What are you guys doing? What?
We're sorry, but we're
Why your voice is like that? Why your voice is so deep?
Because I am a trans girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm a naturally born woman.
Okay. What about you guys? Are you real one?
Yes.
But you guys don't want to be a boy. You guys don't want to be a boy. But in the Philippines, why is like that? That the guys want to be a girl.
Because it's not a choice.
But the girl doesn't want to be a boy. Why is it like that?
It's a choice. Something like that. Questioning my gender identity or my sexual preferences.
Wallah. Don't get offended.
Yeah, I already get offended.
Really, why?
Because you're questioning about my gender. It's about gender sensitivity.
Oh, really? I'm so sorry.
But it's okay.
I didn't want to offend you.
Because not everyone have enough wide, you know, vocabulary about that.
Yeah, my English is so bad. I'm very stupid, guys. Guys, they know I'm stupid.
But,
yeah.
Just want you to be aware of your words, because not all people are aware of your.
I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry.
Okay, it's okay.
Yeah. Have a guys good day. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Guys, I offended the lady boy.
And just when you'd think it couldn't get worse, it did.
Ayo, my napoon. What are you doing? Miss?
Want to go boxing?
Are you a pok-pok? Pila? Pila USA hour? 1K?
Okay, now you're very nice.
Very nice. And you are you the pimp?
Ah?
Are you the pimp?
No.
You are.
Is
But how old is she?
Pila na ka gani, nak? Pila ka na gani? 21.
21. Okay,
Yes.
maybe later. Maybe later. Okay. Okay, maybe later. So hello. So 21 years old for 1,000 pesos. Jesus Christ.
And rather than recognizing how inappropriate, dangerous, and disrespectful his actions are, he frames the entire situation as entertainment, something shocking for his viewers to laugh at, rather than a reminder of how often women in poorer regions are harassed, sexualized, or exploited by travelers who see them as easy opportunities. He brags about how easy it is to approach young women in the city. He comments on their age. He jokes about how cheap their time is. And throughout the video, the camera lingers on women who clearly didn't consent to being filmed. Some of them visibly uncomfortable, some barely adults. What makes it even worse is that Seem himself acknowledges that many of the women he approaches are young, often very young, yet he continues anyway, turning the interactions into thumbnails and titles crafted for clicks. And viewers noticed. In the comments beneath this video and others, people call out his behavior, describing it as exploitative, disturbing, and predatory. Many question why a grown man is wandering around the Philippines filming and sexualizing strangers, especially when some appear barely 18 or younger. Despite this, he keeps posting, keeps approaching women, keeps using them as props to sell an image of adventure, when in reality, it's something far darker. As you can see, all it takes is crossing paths with the wrong person, and everything can change. The man in the next video knows that all too well. Kev is a backpacker in his 20s, traveling the world like so many others his age. At the time, he was exploring Sri Lanka and had rented a scooter to cruise along the quiet coastal roads. It was a hot afternoon. The sun hung low in the sky, and the air was thick with the scent of asphalt, salt, and dust. Kev rode without hurry, weaving through a landscape of tropical green, the distant hum of cicadas, the only sound cutting through the silence. Then, he saw it. Standing just beyond the roadside brush was an elephant, massive, motionless, staring straight at him. Kev squeezed the brakes, instinctively keeping his distance, but in an instant, the elephant turned and charged straight at him. What had started as a peaceful ride spiraled into a life-threatening moment. Across the road, cars began honking wildly, a chaotic chorus of horns that may have saved his life. Startled, the elephant veered off and disappeared into the bushes, missing Kev by just inches. Once the dust settled and the road fell silent again, Kev slowly turned around. His hands were shaking. Adrenaline surged through his body. His heart was pounding so loud he could hear it echo in his ears. Fortunately, he made it out alive and returned to his scooter in one piece. That's all for today, folks. If you want to see more of this creepy content, click on the video on screen.